Okay, I'm back. Let me just add one thing to the my setup before we actually get started. I'm wondering if anyone's actually in chat tonight. At this point, this is kind of like a surprise shotgun type stream. We were talking about some stuff over in the Sega Extreme Discord, and I decided, you know what, might as well just cover this tonight because I figure I can get this done on a weeknight, not have to stay up indefinitely late to figure out what's going on. Few things. Tonight we're going to be working on audio primarily, so finally get that out of the way. Also, I am not strictly speaking working on scenario tonight, or up until the Sega Saturn contest ends in a little bit. Let me add this thing to my output before we actually get started. Not that. There we go. Oof. Okay. I just wanted to just grab this. And there we go. That's good enough. We'll lock that down. Alright. So, what am I doing? Let's just show on screen what I'm doing. There. Oh, okay, you can't even see what's going on there. So, tonight, I am choosing to focus on audio. So we're going to try and do a soup to nuts type approach on how to implement audio on Joe Engine. Oh yeah, that's right, the contest. Let me go ahead and plug the contest. Right before we get started. As always, as tradition, up until the 15th, I'm going to keep talking about what's going on with this contest. We are doing some high fantasy magic type games, and I'm going to try and finish up a playable game by November 15th. So, I'm pivoting away from Scenario, the 3D project that I've been working on most of the time, for the next month or so. Up until November 15th, I'll be working on a 2D game, 2D RPG for Forsaken Plane. Just going to do proof of concept, try to get a basic battle system working just so it's playable, and try to get that done by the 15th. And tonight's focus is going to be on getting audio to work, because I was having a conversation with Cobra Dial earlier about how to implement audio, and he's using Joe Engine. He's having a little bit of trouble with it. I'm going to see if I can replicate whatever trouble he's having and move forward from there. For now, what I want to do is I want to try and get started. So let's get like a little rubric for what needs to happen tonight. So okay, that's some code I've been working on. Let me add let's add a new file. Okay, first things first. We want PCM files. So we need royalty-free sound effects. Okay, and these are probably going to be MP3s or what have you. Quality is not super important because we're going to decimate it anyway. We're going to use Audacity to convert the sound files into WAV format. And then from the WAV format, we're going to convert to PCM. And hopefully from there, we should be able to play PCM with a button press. Say like A or B or something like that. Alright, so let's get started on the first thing. Unfortunately, in order to properly do audio, I'm probably going to end up having to pause the background music, which we're all used to, but you know what? It's a sacrifice we're going to have to make. Now, NDiddy from the Sega Extreme Discord has been so kind as to provide a royalty-free sound effect that I assume came from... There we go. Apparently it came from YouTube. Bruh. There we go. So he found this from James Benedict. Bruh. Okay, we're gonna play Bruh on the Saturn, and let's see how the quality turns out. Okay. So first things first, let's try to shove this thing into Audacity. So Audacity is a royalty-free... Oh, sorry, not royalty. Okay, the sound effect I have is royalty-free. Audacity is an open-source free program for sound editing. Unless I'm remembering that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Okay, where did I download that file? Where's bra.mp3? However it's calling itself. There we go. I'm just going to call it bra. Oh, it's stereo. Bruh. Bruh. Okay. So, let's go back. I actually have... I'm not sure if I've plugged this on the stream yet, but I know it's linked down below. The Sega Saturn... Oh, I already forgot what it is. Just Shrek for short. Let me see if I can find the link. You know what? It might not be linked on my Twitch. Let me go to my YouTube channel and see if it's linked on the video descriptions there. It probably definitely is. Let's see. Oh, is it not? Wow, that is bad. Okay. Let's provide the link and I'll add it to my description generic thing. For like the 2 or 3 of you that are actually subscribed to my Twitter, it's on my Twitter. So we have the Saturn Homebrew Repository for example code, Shrek for short. And we have some guidelines for converting audio from both Ponut64 using an implementation based off of some code from XL2, and XL2 has some actual audio instruction himself using the original tool set you'd expect to use, the Mac, the old Macintosh, or is it an eMac or an it's not an iMac. It might be, it's not an eMac. I think it's just called a Mac back then. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm looking for right here is the bit rate. Let's see what I should be converting this to. Let me get the music back on while I'm reading and thinking and stuff like that. I'm doing this all in real time because I was just kind of in a rush. I didn't do any prep. I just wanted to get this done. I was hoping that Cobradal would be online at the same time I'd be doing this, but I think he's in a different time zone. He's probably asleep by now. It's unfortunate, but whatever. Okay. So this is this implementation is assuming that you're using the ZTream engine, which I'm not. I'm using Joe Engine purely for this project right now, so we're just going to try and do what we need to do to get just a basic PCM file. So, according to XL2's guidelines, we're using 22... That doesn't read right. 22,000 kilohertz? Shouldn't it just be 22,000 hertz? Yeah, I probably need to amend that. And then 11,000 kilohertz for different guideline. However, if you read Ponut's guidelines, which I think just work, we're using 15.3 kilohertz or 30.7 kilohertz. And what we can do is we can go into the Joe Engine documentation, just do a quick sanity check to see if they have anything on how things are loaded up. Let's go over here. Oh, there we go. Here's a convenient link. We're going to be using that in a little bit. I'm wondering if this is the bitrate we need to be using. 44,100 hertz. I don't know if that's what Joe Engine is expecting, but that number doesn't feel coincidental, because that feels like a standard bitrate that I come to expect. But, okay. So let's assume we need to convert this into 44,100 hertz. And we'll find out how badly it works out. Let's see. What is this? I don't like whatever this is. It's PSU again. Every time I see a song that I just don't feel fits, it's PSU. I don't even know why I have this on my thing. Okay. So, let me just go ahead and save this just directly in my CD folder, and we'll move things as is needed. So, let's export audio. And let me see if I can just move this to the correct place. Game dev, right project folder, under Joe Engine, projects. There we go, okay. So yeah, we're gonna have, oh, here we are. Hey, Ponatin! Nice to see you, Ponut. Oh crap. No, we don't need to see that again. I was just trying to bring up my, crap, where did I put all this stuff? Oh, there it is. Okay, my bad. I'm messing around on the side of the screen. Oh, crap! I forgot. Yeah, anyone who's not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you, Ponut, for subscribing. You got Amazon Prime, it's basically free, but I get, like, a tiny bit of money. It helps out, because all the money goes directly toward, Saturn-based stuff. Diggity plop. I'm not sure how to read that, Ponut, but I appreciate it either way. So anyway, I'm just doing a straight conversion. I set the project rate down to 44,100 because Johannes, no, not you. Where's Johannes? Where are you? There you are. Johannes gives me the implication that it should be 44,100, but if Ponut says something different, I'll believe him. Because I believe for the guide that we got from Ponut, we were saying something, one of these two bit rates, but I think that was specific to Ponut's implementation, and they don't necessarily have to match that. So I'm going to match whatever was done by Joe here, because it looks like he's using that exact bit rate. So we have 44,100. We've got Wave 16-bit PCM. Let's try to save that. I'm not gonna... I don't need to care about any of this crap. Let's just... Okay. It's a real shame that I got Flying Battery playing in the background, and I really don't want to interrupt it. But I gotta test sound. I like Flying Battery, though. Bruh. There we go. Bruh. Bruh. So, okay. That's enough of that. Thank you. Okay. So... we see that the WAV file has exported properly. So with the WAV file, okay. So okay, I really got to start like conglomerating some of these. I don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. I'm gonna get confused with all these tabs. So yeah, okay. So Ponut's explaining pretty well what's going on here. Let's see. So we can basically do arbitrary bit rates. I just chose that bit rate because Johannes indicated that I could. We also have the options of all this other crap down here, which he probably is off screen so you can't even see it. There's some very specific bit rates used by Ponut's example and with the example files that he provided. But I'm doing a soup to nuts thing here, so I'm just doing 44,100. We can go as low as 8,000 on Audacity without any issue. That's step 1 done. We convert, step 2 done. There we go. We're converting the wave. We can get rid of that crap. Step 3, convert to PCM. So, Ponut was so great, or sorry, not Ponut, Johannes was gracious enough to send us to FFmpeg, a totally legit download link, but I have uBlock Origin on here, so I trust it. Tar file? It's disgusting. I'm on Windows. I need something spoon-fed to me. Yeah, sure, why not? Is it downloading? Oh, it's downloading. Okay, probably should have done this a little bit before the stream started, but you know, whatever. We're just shooting by the hip here. Oh wow. Okay, so let's extract my file over into my downloads. FFmpeg? Sure. Whoops. Okay. Is that good? Be good. That's an ugly looking link. Okay. Bin. FFmpeg. Okay, so let's open a command line. Here? How do I do this? I used to be able to do this, right? You can. Oh, I'm thinking of Ubuntu. Crap. Okay. CMD, come on. You should probably just do a batch file for this. Cobra's on! There we go. Hey, it's cool, buddy. Alright, let's CD over to that folder. There we are. Oh, come on. D drive. Everything's in my D drive. CLC. Clear. Clear all. Okay, you know what? I give up. Okay. Let us copy that file, or that command line exactly. So, let's... Actually, this should probably be a batch file, really. But we're being lazy about this. We're going to copy this exact file as is, except I need to copy over the location, not you. You. There we go. Wow, you guys get to see my entire file structure on here, too. I'm going to copy the location. You know what? Let's just do this in a text file to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. Location of the bra.wave. And then Joe gave us this command. All right. So I'm just going to shove this into here. And this will be bra. So in order to see this, oh, no, wait, there we go. So just to see what I'm doing, there's this command, -I means something, I'll look it up later. -F means something, I'll look it up later. There's a location of the file. S8, I don't know what any of these things are. I know this is the bitrate that we chose, so that's whatever we're using. And bra.pcm is where we're saving it. So let's try this out. No, not the full, just, don't need that. All right, command line, let's go. Paste. Okay. I need some quotation marks because I got spaces in my file path because, you know, don't like that. There we go. Discarding ID tags because these are headerless wave files. That's essentially what a PCM is, according to Ponut, and I trust him. Headerless wave files. So let's see if this metadata looks like anything's actually happening. I can't read any of this. There seems to be an output to bra.pcm. That's a good sign. I feel like that's a good sign. Blah, 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 blah. Muxing overhead. Yeah, I can read literally almost none of this. Like, but let's just check the folder. And there's bra.pcm. I have no way of playing it except on the Saturn, so let's move that over to my CD folder. Right next to it, the source. Hey, there we go. We got bra.wave, bra.pcm. Let's keep everything capitalized because it just feels safer that way. I got my little sprite sheet here in case you guys are curious. Oh, wow, that looks tiny. Yeah, you'll see him in a minute. I've been working on something different. Cobra. Oh, Cobra, you're hosting me. Thanks for the host, man. 8-bit PCM. Now, I thought... Did I specify 8-bit PCM? Is that what that S8 was? The bitrate? Because I thought when I exported the WAV files, a 16-bit. So I'm assuming that it's... Yeah, okay. So, I mean, really, it doesn't matter to me because the bitrate on this thing could be garbage. I'm just trying to do proof of concept. But yeah, so we converted that MP3 that we got from a royalty-free sound effect on YouTube into... Okay, we got the MP3, we converted it into a wave, and that got converted to 16-bit wave. 16-bit wave through FFmpeg converted down to 8-bit. And now we've got... we got our PCM file. Beautiful. Okay. That was like record time. 26 minutes? Yeah, that was a lot faster than it had any business being. Okay. So, gamepad input. So I've got, this is a different game setup. So this is Forsaken Plain, 2D RPG. This is just something I'm doing for the contest, and if there's interest, I'll continue keeping it up, or someone else can steal it and use it for a generic RPG. It'll be a lot less features than RPG Maker, but it'll be portable to the Saturn, so, you know, good luck with that. We have input handling. In my input, the way it handles right now, I just write down whether player 1 is operating a certain button at that time. You know, this could be an issue because I don't have a timer delay on there. You know what? What's the worst that can happen? I'm going to... Oh, you know what? Something very bad can happen. I'm pretty sure the Saturn's only going to be able to play like 6 or 7 sound effects at a time. And if I hold down the button for more than like 6 frames, that could be an issue. Let us make a new... Here, I'm just going to go ahead and wipe this out. This cat is staring at me. It's very distracting. Let's make a new header file and just do audio handling. Just to... Let's call it audio.h. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a timer on... Oh, I already got timer implemented. Okay. So let's just do SFX timer. And then we're going to do like... What do we want this in? We want this in integers or fixeds? I think time in my timer is stored as a fixed. This is the timer that we did with Ponut for scenario back when we finally decided, hey, we got to figure out what's going on here. And I believe time is stored... There we go. There's supposed to be time and old time. Both are stored as fixeds. Ponut, I don't follow. What do you mean by sending the sound like 100 times? Anyway, I'm going to do fixed repeat time, and that's going to be 2 fixed. It's 2 fixed. Wow, I'm already losing my coding ability from having all these delays. 2 fixed, let's just call it half a second. Yeah, I figured something like that's gonna happen. So, oh, okay, of course, all caps. See, you stay away for a little too long and you start losing what you had. So repeat time is 2 fixed. So I'm gonna cap all this stuff at, you know, whether or not things are being repeated or not. Actually, all this stuff can go. Okay. Call this audio. Time, and then we'll do an array of times standing for all the buttons I'm going to use to trigger times. So let's do 8 channels. 8 channels of I call that audio repeat time. Audio time is array of 8 things. And we're going to start them off at... I just started them all off at 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. Oh, crap. Why would I do that? Here. So 8 zeros. I think that's how you do an array. I could be wrong. So now we're going to do a function. Oh, you know what? I probably should save a copy as audio.c. And I should probably also add this to the make file. And main. Oh, no, that's accurate. That's different. Let's open up audio.c. There we go. Audio.c doesn't need these things set up. But it does need the function void play audio. This is also going to be a voided function, right? I know what I'm doing. Yeah, it's going to be void. Okay. So this is play audio. Going to plays audio files if corresponding trigger is activated and repeat timer. Oh boy. Is not. Let's wait. What happened to my background music? We're not playing audio files yet. There we go. Yeah, just for that, let's start that song over again. Yeah, it's starting to get weird coding in silence like that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna handle this audio. I don't know if this is what Cobradal is running into, where he's having the program crash because maybe he's trying to trigger way too many audio triggers at once. I don't know. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make sure that the audio doesn't trigger as long as the repeat timer is satisfied. Is not and repeat timer is exceeded. So let's just do this for... Okay, now I'm gonna have to remember how to do a for loop in C. This is bad. For integer I is equal to 0, I is less than 8, I plus plus, okay. Let's see, we're gonna find out if audio repeat time I, if audio repeat time I plus plus what? Oh, okay, audio time plus audio repeat time is less than or equal to current time as taken from our timer, this guy. Right? 2fix 0.0? Yeah, okay. Makes sense. And this is going to get updated every frame because we got that that call to the timer update every loop. Okay, we'll look at Joe Audio Play PCM before I proceed. Let's see. Joe Audio Play CD track, play sound on channel. Oh, we might want to do something like that. Set volume, stop CD, stop sound, percentage. Load PCM, free PCM, play CD on track, play. Are you sure you don't just mean like play sound, or? I think you mean play sound. Yeah, sure. Okay. So let's actually go into the actual Joe Engine files. Is this it? No, this is not it. That's a different thing. So let's see. Joe Engine. Audio.c. Close out of that. Set volume, stop CD, initialize, play sound on channel. I think play sound. There we go. So we point it to a Joe sound, which we'll initialize elsewhere. Sound is null. No available channel. I'm not seeing anything that kind of gets in the way of what I'm doing here. So it's automatically searching for a channel to play the sound on, and if it's not available, it's not available. What I'm going to do is I'm going to map each individual sound to each individual channel. What I need to know is how many channels I have available. So sound max channel, which I believe is going to be defined in the H file, or at the top of this thing. Nope. Okay, so each. So in the audio header. Sound max, sound max, sound max. Six maximum channels. So let's update my implementation here by saying there are now 6 of these guys, and they will define the channels that we will play sound on. There we go. And then 6 here. Oh, hey Raycast, I don't actually recognize you. Have you been on the stream before? Wait, who's that? Okay, well, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us tonight. Today is kind of like a, energetic rush, kind of like an adrenaline-filled, let's get this thing done tonight type deal. The Saturn I chose purely for the aesthetic. I knew I could do 3D graphics on the Saturn and have it look basically like it should, assuming I could code it. The coding has been the hardest part, though. Funnily enough, I've had an easier time making graphics that kind of look okay on the Saturn than actually implementing anything. So I've been grabbing a lot of stuff from XL2. He's the guy that did Sonic Z-Tream. He's currently doing a first-person shooter using a similar engine, a more advanced version of it. The demos for it are really impressive. I believe if you're checking me out on YouTube, or if anyone else is checking me out on YouTube on the archives after the fact, you'll see a link to XL2's YouTube channel. If not, it's going to be somewhere on my YouTube page. Just looking at his demos, that's pretty impressive, and I think he tests on real hardware too. But as far as me being on the Saturn, it's largely for the aesthetic choices of the visuals I want to go for. Every day I sink a little bit deeper into the black hole that is trying to develop on the Saturn. I keep saying, hey, wouldn't it have been nice if I just did a retro aesthetic game on Unity or what's the other one? Unreal? Was it Unreal? I think it's Unreal Engine, yeah. But I am deep into the gambler's fallacy on this one. I've been developing on the Saturn for about 10 months, almost 11. Yeah, I know. So, for the next month or so, I'm going to be working on a little side project of mine for this Sega homebrew game development competition that I'm holding. If you go down either on Twitch or YouTube, you'll see the link. It's going to be the first thing in the description. Winner gets $20 if you think you can compete with XL2 or anyone else. I already know I'm going to lose, but, trying anyway. You know what? It's I don't know that there's a big difference when it comes to programming on the Saturn, because things are just a crapshoot. Normally, I'm trying to work on my 3D Daggerfall clone. Right now, I'm working on a 2D... what would it be? It would be like a Dragon Warrior clone? It's like a super bare bones RPG. I'm just trying to do proof of concept. That sounds like 5 times as much work. because like trying to get things compatible with older consoles can be a nightmare. Like Saturn is probably like the oldest thing you can do and have like native C support. I'm pretty sure for Genesis, up until recently, you've had to work in assembly, which is just that's a deal breaker for me. I mean, I need some high level language in order to know what's going on. Yeah, so SGDK, that's the C implementation that will compile on Genesis, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, but that didn't exist forever, and I'm pretty sure... I can't think of any games during the original release of the Genesis and the SNES that would have actually been made inside of C. Because SNES specifically, like most of the advanced graphical effects would be like very close to hardware, like very bare metal. Like anything to do with Mode 7, you're like manually manipulating stuff inside the graphics card. You do that a lot with the Saturn too, but you have to do it inside C with pointers. But then if you work with the DSP, you have to work in assembly. I don't think anyone programming on the Genesis was working in C at the time. I'll check out. I've seen fun things out of NestDev. I've seen one of my favorite things I've seen is the file size challenge, where some guy made an entire game where the file size was like microscopic, like comically small. I think it was like 4 or 6 kilobytes or something like that. Maybe one day if I get super bored, I'll do something on the NES, but I feel like I'm gonna be stuck on the Saturn for a long time. I honestly have no clue what was supported. I'm just thinking at the time, I'm pretty sure most everyone is programming on assembly. Because like a lot of the main games, like if they had the option of using C, I feel like a lot more of the people would be using C because it's just that much easier. I don't know about full-featured game engines because it's really hard to get a full-featured engine. Like, the closest thing we have for a full-featured engine on the Saturn right now, which admittedly is a especially difficult case, is a Joe engine for 2D stuff with the addition of a Z-Tream by XL2 for 3D stuff. And Z-Tream's engine isn't exactly like a public engine. You just kind of have to keep bugging XL2 until he releases a modern version of the code. I managed to peer pressure him into getting the Sonic Z-Tream version out in public, which is very fun to play with. If you see some of the older streams we have on this channel, you see me plugging in some different models into Sonic Z-Tream and playing around with that. So there's a lot of impressive stuff going on, but none of it's centralized. There's not a lot of collaborative effort, except for the fact that some people see someone else's code and just kind of uses it. So it's not like where you have the Unity people or the Epic Games people or whoever does Unreal, having an actual team of people putting together a solid product that's very easy to develop for. You're always having to dig through libraries and to see how you have to manipulate. Like you're always modifying someone else's code. There's nothing that works directly out of the box. Yeah, the same is true for me. Okay, so Ponut, I'll concede that point because you probably know more than me about this. It's funny to me thinking that someone would let pride get in the way of making a clearly faster development time for a product, but I don't know. I guess the arcade people at Sega really loved programming assembly because they were so used to it or something. But as far as Joe Engine, yeah, if it wasn't for Joe Engine, I wouldn't have even considered Saturn. I would have gone directly to Dreamcast and see what tools were available there, and I just would have made a game that looked like crap. Okay, what am I doing? Audio time. Right, okay. Yeah, but I'm trying to do something on the Sega hardware. Like, I'm backing the Sadiator right now. It should be coming in very soon. You guys will see it during the contest day. I don't know if I'll take some pictures of it or something. Okay. Now we're getting some people crawling into the stream. It's pretty neat. Anyway, so let me actually get back to coding because I keep getting distracted. There we go. Okay, that makes sense. But also, Sonic Spinball played like crap, so it's not a point in its favor. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why they couldn't just use the engine from like Sonic 1 and just roll with that. No pun intended. Okay, yeah, there we go. They were bad. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? We want to load in an audio sample. So let's do let's figure out how we're using Joe Engine. So we have to create a Joe sound. I believe that is just a type of thing that you can make. So we could actually, Cobra, I think you've got some headway on me. Like, how do you load in your sound? So we got load PCM. It returns a boolean, so true or false. So there's a file name and Joe sound. So we have to make a Joe sound and load up into that. Let's create a void SFX initialization. SFX initialization. Why do I have two N's in it? It should be one. Loads sound effects into memory. We're just gonna do the one for now. Oh, whoops. No. There is an audio demo in the Joe files. Well, crap. I could have just started there. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's, there we go. See, there's me jumping the gun. Let's steal directly from Johannes himself. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Okay, let's ignore that copyright notice and start stealing. So, okay, I don't care about that. Static, Joe sound. Okay, let's steal that. Let's just call this SFX1. I don't need to look at this anymore, so we'll just call this. There we go. Gamepad, blah, 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 blah. Joe audio play sound on channel, blop. Okay, cool. On channel I. Oh, you know what? This is probably not what I wanted to go for because I want to map things to specific buttons. So we got 6 channels and 6 phase buttons. Let's do that. Let's get rid of this for loop. Just trying to be too lazy. So if where's my input function? Okay, we need to include input into my audio because I'm feeding it directly in. There we go. And obviously A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Okay, let's just take all these. And this crap. There we go. I'll just hold this down here and I'll just start stealing. There we go. Okay, and then we'll do this like Brazilian more times. Okay, maybe Brazilian's too many, but oh, that should be a 0. B, C, X, Y, Z. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Come on. 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. That way we're going to be able to trigger on multiple audio channels. So every face button should trigger an audio channel. B, and C, X, Y, Z. Okay. All right. So that's my play audio. That should just, I'm going to trigger that in my main function. There we go. That's already included. So I can then include that where? Main loop. Play audio. Ah. All right. So now let's just actually load the sound in though. And this is super straightforward. Okay. This is going to be SFX 1. I'm going to keep that the same because I use the same bitrate. And this is going to be bruh. So that's going to go in my initialization function in main. Init. Okay, where is init? Why do I have a return statement? Is that necessary? Oh, I'll keep it in. It's going to be load audio. Oh, crap. Load audio. Hey, man, I asked for someone to provide something, and someone provided, so we're using it. Well, so, that's what we're using to test it out. So we're going to load the sound, draw callbacks, gamepad. Okay, well, I already got that covered. So we've loaded the sound in. We're going to be playing the sound. The first tracker is reversed with the game binary. Okay, this part I don't understand. I think there's going to be some actual audio. So is that... Nope, he's got a PCM file. And he's got track1.wave. So is this his background music? I'll figure it out later. First, let's just do the sound effects, and then we'll go back and see if we can't do CD music, which I guess is a WAV file. So, let's see. I think we've stolen all we're going to steal for right now, right? Play sound on channel. Each channel is defined over nya. 1, 2, 3. Oh, crap. Whoops. If you guys want to find a second royalty-free sound effect that I can steal, then we can do some alternating sound effects just to stress test this thing. We can have like 6 different sound effects. That'd be great. And then, okay, so that's all it takes, right? So let's see if this actually will compile and run. Now, here's something I found kind of funny about working in 2D with, you know, sprites. The thing is, for Mednafen, the emulator, when you run in 2D, it's not doing a one-to-one thing on the sprites. Apparently, it's overextending it, I guess for some sort of overdraw consideration or something to just avoid black lines or what have you. I was complaining about this over the weekend to the guys on the Sega Extreme. But your boss, or however you pronounce it, does it, you know, pixel perfect, 1-for-1, or, you know, double or tripling, however you want to do it. So, don't be that guy. Oh my goodness, there are compilation errors, and it won't stick around to tell me. Okay, let's find out. Oh no, not you. Shift F5. There we go. 35. Audio time undeclared. Oh. Whomst are you talking about? Audio.c. Oh, wait. Do I need to do this over here too? I totally forgot how C works. That's great. Just make sure all this is represented here. Oh, what? What did I do? Control C, Control S. There we go. And here. Oh, and let's get that in here too. That was an oversight. Let's try that again. Oh, neat. Thanks, guys. Growing up being a bro, as always. Why? Multiple definition of audio time. You were just complaining about that. What am I meant to do here? Okay, let's try this again. Wait a minute, am I being stupid? I'm being stupid. First off, this is the C file. It doesn't need this. It does need this. Okay. And probably not either of these. And definitely not that. Try again. Layer 1 undeclared. Dude, I just imported freaking... Oh, did I import input? I did not import input. I should import input. Okay. And... Input imported. Try again. Compile. Multiple definitions of audio repeat time. How's that work out? How does that work out? Audio repeat time is here. And it is not here. Include audio here. Audio is not included here, but it is included here. However, it should be sanitized by this. So how am I getting multiple definitions? Try it again. I don't get it. So it's first defined in main.c? In what fashion? Oh, okay. So the included statement on main.c somehow starts up audio repeat time, which... Okay, well, here's the thing. I honestly don't know. So, this. Wait, is that what it's complaining about, though? Let me get the music back on until I fix these compilation errors. Yeah, it's complaining about audio repeat time, which is a fixed, but there's nothing special about this fixed. Should these be static as well? Maybe they should. Maybe everything should be static. I don't know. Let's see how I handle the timer, because it's essentially what I'm... No, the timer works on just normal fix. I shouldn't have to do that at all. O? Share your O with the class, please, Ponut. Show us your O face. Huh. So, here's the thing. They shouldn't have to be external because they're only being used inside the sound effects file. So audio.c is the only one actually using... If anything, these are the things least qualified to be external. However, this is what I will do. I will copy this over to here. Actually, it's already here. Except I will take away this because they will be instantiated already in this file, like so. but the C file will actually define them. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work, though. Once again, let's refer back to the timer.c and timer.h to see how things are. Timer.h. So in timer.h, I instantiate, but then in timer.c, oh, I still declare. So maybe I did need those fixed after all. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Now, let's double check on the statics. So timer.h, do I have a static in here? It doesn't look like I do at all. But I do have one in the C file. No, it should be included everywhere. Timer.h is here. Timer.h is on input. Over there. Probably even shouldn't be there. It should probably be over here. In fact, let me get rid of that, see if that breaks something. Hey, okay, that fixed it. Let's go over to my Mendefend scene. Okay. Here's my controller. Okay, let's see if this will break. Okay, so my sprite... Okay, I've been doing some little work on the side. So, this Forsaken Plane is going to work a little bit different than Scenario. Scenario, all of my development is done live on stream. So any progress I make, you guys see. Forsaken Plane, because it's for a contest and I'm trying to get this done at ASAP, I'm going to be doing work on the side in the evenings, on the weekends, and just outside of stream. So if you see progress, it's because I've been working behind your back. Now, let's try testing out bruh.
Bruh.
There we go. Okay, B.
Bruh, 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 bruh.
Okay, it looks like Mendefend is kind of being stupid on my chat box. Let me lower that down a little bit. There we go. Here's the thing. It's upsetting me that I'm trying to press multiple buttons at once, but it's only playing one sound at a time. It's like Joe Engine is self-limiting. And I haven't even implemented a functional timer there. So the problem is I don't set the audio time on these things. Audio time is still 0 for everyone. So Joe Engine is stopping me from overlapping sound effects. That bothers me. Because this is the line that should have been included in all of these conditions. This is what I wanted to actually limit what was going on. Okay, so the channel's defined, but my issue is with the well, I'm not there. Let's go into the documentation real quick and just see what I need to be doing. So I load in the sound effect as a Joe sound, and I'm playing it specifically to a channel using this channel argument, using play sound on channel. That's what I'm doing, right? Right, it's right there. That's what I'm doing. So my problem is not trying to interrupt a channel. My problem is trying to play multiple channels at a time. I should be able to hear overlapping sounds, and I'm not hearing them. That's what I'm upset about. Let's see if there's another way of doing this somehow. Set volume, stop CD, stop sound, audio usage percent. I don't know what that even means. But okay, let's just give it another go. I'm gonna just hold buttons down. You stop that, sir. There we go. Let's go over to Mendefend. Yeah, Sega Saturn. But why though? Why are you being that guy? Come on. Here, let me shift things over a little bit because it looks like Mednafen is getting a little antsy there. Wind. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. So wait, if I'm gonna hold down like all the buttons at once.
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
It sounds like multiple bras are being played.
Bruh.
Let me just play one.
Bruh. Bruh.
Let me try two.
Bruh. Bruh.
Three.
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
Four.
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
Five.
Bruh.
But here's the thing: when I press down two, and now I'm not getting anything.
Bruh.
Oh wait. Here's the thing. Now A button's not even working. I don't know if I just broke it or something.
Bruh.
That's
Bruh.
C. B. Did I break something? Oh, come on, man. Don't be that guy.
Bruh.
So A is broken, B is broken, C,
Bruh. Bruh.
X, Y. Y is broken,
Bruh.
Z.
Bruh.
Why is it that they all have the exact same code? What is going on? So I locked up channels 0, 1, and 3.
Bruh.
Nope, 3's open again. Okay, channel 1, broken. Channel 0, broken.
Bruh. Bruh.
Channel, what was it? 0, 1, 2, 3. Channel 4 is broken. Channel 0 and channel 1 are broken. So A, B, and Y being pressed down. Silence. X, Z, and C.
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
Yeah, I can't get them to interrupt each other. Here's the thing. This is not ideal, though, because what if you want to be able to play multiple sound effects at the same time and they're like the same sound effect? So, like, two guys are shooting you at once. I want to hear two gunshots, right? One from the left, one from the right, or something. So I'll consider this like a 70% win, but I was going for 100%. But I don't know why these channels are getting locked up. They all look like they're playing the same thing, right? They're all doing the same thing. Okay, so let's real quick just try going into Audacity, and Ponut gave me another sound effect. I'm going to download it, and I'm going to, well, let's listen to it first. Ah, that's interesting. What do you call that? It's labeled aura. I don't know what aura means, but that's what I'll call it for now. Also, sound effect 2. Apparently this is no longer necessary. Okay. So we'll load up sound effect 2. And this time I'll have it on the top row. Whoa, okay. What was that? Okay, F12 takes away my toolbars or whatever. So top row buttons are playing sound effect 2 now. Ada, ada. I wanted more control than this. Joe Engine is giving me it's too safe. I want to be less safe. I want to be able to play stuff faster. Okay, so let's go ahead and change that sound effect to a... Wait, is this already... No, it's a wave. So you gave me a wave already, so now we can go over here. No, wait, where did I put it? No, I got rid of it. No. Oh, I don't need this right now anyway. Just take this guy. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There we are. Okay, take this. Alter it slightly. We're going to do this. Where's my download folder? Not you. In a new window? New window. Where are you? There we go. Oh, it's got a lot of stuff in there. Ara.wave. Okay. Ara.wave. Now let me get the music back on for a little bit while I'm working on this stuff. What? Explain yourself. I was just using you. What's going on here? Is it the fact that I'm in the wrong folder for this somehow? It probably is. Okay, let's go to the D drive. Let's CD into this garbage. And then I can do this. I see a.pcm. I'm going to call it ara.pcm. Copy that over into Forsaken Plane. As another sound effect here. Let me just go ahead and move this over here too while I'm at it. All right. So okay, so we have that. Let's load up. Well, I don't need this anymore. I'll keep that open just in case. And this is going to be sound effect 2 is Ara. Let's compile, pause the music, and start testing out sounds. Okay. Bottom row channels.
Bruh, bruh, bruh.
Top row. It's weird. Oh, it's not weird. It's because Joe Engine is stopping me. Because I'm holding down the button, and my repeat interval is like a quarter second. It's 2 fixed, 0.25 on the timer. Did you send me the same bit rate that I was expecting? Maybe the bit rate got changed somehow. So let's try 2 sounds at once.
Bruh. Bruh.
Right.
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
I can't get them to
Bruh.
trigger at the same time.
Bruh.
Oh, there we go.
Bruh.
But it's very random. Like, it doesn't know when it wants to do it.
Bruh.
So, Joe Engine can handle multiple audio channels at once. The problem is, I can't get it to trigger multiple audio channels at once. So, if I, like, push down all 6 buttons at once,
Bruh.
I just get 1. Try again. It feels almost like random. No, it's not the... Here, I promise you it's not the timer stopping them. Oh, free line... free online? Here's the thing. Free on Leon, you're gonna have to help me out here with your name, because I don't know how to pronounce it. But you might have a point. Let's look at my input. Maybe... I don't think so. As long handle input does this. So as long as the pad is available, it will go through each button and handle the input state in one go. And then it writes it to this master list, and this master list will just be there in memory for you to access. But it's not stopping. One button does not stop the other button from triggering. Oh, come on. It's, okay, fine. Entity, but like I can't connect Freon Leon with Entity. Play PCM. Okay, let's try that. Let's go deep into SGL. Let's turn the music back on because we're going to be here for a little bit. Ben? No, not you. You. Okay, let's go up to Joe Engine, into the documentation. Let's look in SGL Developers Reference. There we go. And now let's look for PCM. Not SMPs. Oh, wow. Let's play PCM. Are you sure it's play PCM? And not like something else? PCM. Okay, let's keep looking then, because the SMPC memory is got to be. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So we need PCM type structure data, PCM data table address, and size. Here's the thing. I need to be able to figure out what this, and this are, so which means we're going back into Joe Engine to figure out what my data structures look like. So let's try audio.c and audio.h from Joe Engine. So a Joe sound has a pointer to data, data length, mode, and currently playing channel. Oh, are you serious? That's what's... Okay, this is what's hamstringing me right now. Well, this is half of what's hamstringing me right now. Is that a single sound effect can only be played on one channel at a time. I don't know why I can't play two sound effects at the same time, because they're two different Joe sounds, right? As defined over nya. However, Joe is constraining these sound effects to being played one at a time, which is bizarre to me. Like, the sound effect should be divorced from the channel it's playing on, because you should be able to send it wherever you want. Okay, let's see what audio.c is doing with these play. Let's see, PCM, set volume, stop CD, sound on channel, there we go. Okay, we don't care about debug. PCM stat. I'm guessing this is some failure state, but I'm having a heck of a time trying to figure out what this is saying. Joe internal PCM. Boy. Yeah, okay, screw that. We're gonna skip that line. It's just a failure state anyway. Sound flush. Sound currently playing channels. Okay, so we're setting the currently playing channel to whatever channel we set it to play. Which to me seems like circular. That's like circular logic to me. And then Joe internal PCM, pick the channel, dot mode is equal to the sound mode. Okay, so we set the channel mode to that of the sound effect, and that's stored as part of the sound file, which is a Joe sound. So that's part of that struct that we define over here. And Joe sound mode is... Okay, it's an enumeration. So it picks one of these things. Let's just assume they're all 16-bit stereo, because I think that's what I ended up making. I should probably make them all mono. I don't know if that'll help me support more stuff. Okay, so he's calling it a Joe internal PCM channel, and then sound data and data length. You know what? That may also be an issue where I'm triggering... Here's the thing. I should be able to trigger 2 sounds at once still, so that should only take up 4 of the available 7+1 channels. I think that's not full 8. I think it's 7 and a background audio channel or like or something like that. I don't know, because Joe Engine only supports 6. So I'm being automatically hamstrung there. So I've got 6 audio channels, and if I press 3 buttons at once and they're all the same audio sound effect... Well, he's limited me to 6, so if I'm using his construct, I'm using 6. If I rebuild this construct, I can probably get it up to 8, but then I'd have to figure out these memory addresses, and I ain't about to do that tonight. So I'll limit myself to 6. So I'll do monophonic if I have to. I'll just go back and edit these guys to be monophonic. I don't think I need bruh in stereo. However, I've got 3 buttons. If these are stereo sound effects, these 3 buttons are each consuming 2 channels each. So if I press the 3 face buttons at once, I am consuming all 6 channels that I have to work with according to Joe Engine. So if I press A, B, and C, and then I try to press X, Y, or Z, I won't have any room left to press X, Y, or Z, so I won't get that secondary sound effect. Huh. Well, okay, well, maybe I'll do that in a minute then. Let me try rerunning that code. What is this? Oh, okay, I don't need that anymore. So let's try going back in. Only this time, maybe I didn't do the right test case. Maybe this time I just need to press A and X at the same time and see what happens. Well, I think for safety's sake, Joe just tells you have 6, because that's all he's supporting. If you go into his... Well, I'll do that in a second. So A and X at the same time.
Bruh.
B and Y at the same time.
Bruh.
What the...
Bruh.
Why?
Bruh.
It's not doing it.
Bruh.
Z and C at the same time?
Bruh. Bruh.
Okay, it's very sporadic, because I'm trying to press 2 buttons at once, and it's not... Like, B and Y don't even want to respond anymore. This is really bizarre to me. I don't understand why it's behaving like this. How does a channel get locked, though? I don't understand how that works.
Bruh.
Okay, I managed to lock out Y and Z, so now X is the only one that gives me that one sound effect. And then A is out, B is out, C
Bruh.
is just C. Okay, so the Joe Engine sound playback is bugged, but it won't crash your system. But...
Bruh.
Okay, both at once?
Bruh.
No? Come on, both at once.
Bruh. Bruh.
Breaking my balls, guys, come on.
Bruh.
Okay, I'm testing this on Mednafen. Let's test this on Yabals, or however you pronounce it. Some Japanese pronunciation I'm sure I'm not getting right. And see how that go. Come on. Okay, let's go back into the projects, Forsaken Plane, and run with Yabos. Come on. Wow, why is that so small? Here, let's fix that real quick, because it's annoyingly small. Yeah, it should be... Come on. You know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna expand it. Just, hopefully this tracks well. Hey, why isn't it showing what I've got going on here? That's weird. Odd. Okay. This didn't work out. Let's turn that off and just go to what the green screen is showing me. Yabahoos? 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 Yeah, whatever. Okay, it was OBS. It wasn't me. Okay, so let's try this. A.
Bruh.
Oh, okay. X. Whoa. Okay. What was that?
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
Okay, so guys, I think this is an emulator-specific issue. I think Mendefen is not playing nice with the way the Joe engine handles sound, which is bizarre to me because Mendefen is usually pretty good about stuff. So let me just try pressing all the buttons at once and see how bad it is.
Bruh. Bruh.
Okay, so I've been swearing by Mendefen for almost a year now, but now I'm discovering that if you're playing 2D games, or apparently if you're trying to bug check sound effects in Joe engine, Mendefen just doesn't cut it. Doesn't make any sense to me. But it's working better in Yabahoos? 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 Yabaus? Okay, so maybe Yabas is erroneously compatible with Joe Engine's implementation, and Mendefen is correctly broken. Okay, I believe that. I believe that because I'm of the opinion that Mendefen is as pretty close to hardware as you can get, except for like the one or two odd bug and the speed. So
Bruh.
here's the thing, though: does Johannes does he test on hardware or does he only test on Yabas and just says okay, it's working? Because if we can't use the Joe engine's implementation of this, we're gonna have to go, get in dirty into the memory and do it. We don't know. Great. He's on the Discord. He just never chats, but presumably someone can get him on the horn and just say, "Hey, man, you have like a dev card or something? You get something from Cafe Alpha before you stop selling those things." This could be an issue. Oh well. Okay. Let's get back to the code. Here's the thing. This is what I was planning on doing tonight. Is just getting audio kind of sort of working. We can try getting a little bit deeper into this one and seeing if we can't get things working the way we want by stealing commands away from Joe. But we're going to have to figure out how this is working. So first off, Ponut, real quick, what are the flags that we need to use in order to convert these things to monophonic? So we must make sure that we have proper monophonic sound. Actually, no, wait, we're using 8-bit, not 16. Which apparently is good enough, so I'm going to stick with it. Minus C1. So do I add that like, is this sufficient? Excuse you? AC. Wait, does that... So does this version of it work? Before AR, but after S. There is no dash S. There is dash F and then S8 for the Here, let me just go back into my CD folder and copy this over. Okay, so Is that not what I have here? This looks like it's correct. Okay, so this time we're gonna do this. All right. So let's delete the old aura.pcm. Now let's get the sound effects back in, or the music back in while I'm doing stuff. CD. Oh, no, I need a CD into this folder over here. And then I can copy this line. Paste it over here. And then we'll change that again for bruh. Okay, they look like they both worked. I'm just gonna keep this minimized for now, because whatever. Where's Aura? Hey, what happened to Aura? No. What's going on? Oh, yes, overwrite. Oh, wait, did I... They're over here. Forgot. I wrote them to the wrong folder. Now they're in the right folder. Okay, so now we got monophonic sound. Maybe that will be a little less problematic, but I think we still need to do some work on how we load the audio in. So, let's blatantly steal from Johannes. Okay, so let's take from his header. Actually, let me real quick. Do I have audio support in my? There we go. Okay. About to say that was weird. If that was working and I didn't have that there. So let's take this stuff from the header and add it to my own header. Joe Engine sound structs. Let's try spelling engine correctly. Sound mode and Joe sound. However, I'm not going to use currently playing channel for starters. Well, I'm assuming I can modify what he's using to work in the SGL version. However, if we want to look at the SGL example code, that's probably a good idea too. So let's try that. Would that be under the reference, right? No, not the reference. The tutorial? Let's go to the top. PCM. 14-15. Can I click on that? No. We're going to have to search for 14-5. There we go. The library archive. What do you mean the library archive? Where would I go to find? Is that my the under the programming resources link? Are you talking about this place? Okay, so let's go directly to the horse's mouth for sound effects then. Developer manual, there's a lot of manuals. Do we have any examples here? Compilers, links. Because as far as I could tell, this whole thing was just a list of manuals, so I was just reading off of it. But I don't remember seeing any example code packaged in this place. Okay, so you found it, but I need to know where you found it, though. Like, I want to know which link I had to press in order to get that, so that other people can get it, too. Oh, okay. So, it's literally in the libraries thing. Okay. This is going to be... Okay, so we got that. We're going to open up, I guess, demos. Biplane, CCD, Chrome flying. Okay. Is that the only one? Sample. Oh my goodness. Here, let's just grab all this and just export it out somewhere. We're going to call this one SGL libraries. Just going to just vomit all this stuff over into here. Whoops. Okay. Now, one of these things has PCM labeled on it somewhere. Huh. Are they now? Let's see. PCM sound source, blah, 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 sampling, sound effect playback. Maximum okay. Sound effect playback via PCM stream can be output on a maximum of 4 channels. When using PCM stream, execute PCM. So, we only have 4 channels? That's different. Why do we only have 4 channels? Okay, so they assume stereo. Sound output, background music playback. Okay, that's for wave. We can directly play wave files as a background, as like a CD audio, I think. That's different from what we're trying to do right now. Right now, we're trying to do sound. Okay. So... So, wait, can I put... The way they're doing it is it looks like one channel has 2... Whatchamacallit? Oh, okay. Well, let's just go look at the code then while we're here. Sound 2. Oh, there it is. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of stuff involved in here. Okay, we're... Oh my god, what is this? Is this like a binary version of a sound effect? I hope that's not what that is. Oh, that's disgusting. Can't I just load it in from file like a human being? I don't want to read all that crap. That's disgusting. Okay, let's look at the main. Oh, it's in English. That's neat. I wasn't expecting that. It's a data file, so I'm guessing that's the actual... I really hope this doesn't mean sound drivers, because that would upset me greatly. Great. So how do I even... Is it plain text? Can I open it up? Where even is it? It's not even here. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, let's look in the make file. I can't even read this make file. Holy crap. Okay, where do you hide your thing? Because we're getting pretty deep into this just to do some sound effects. Well, first off, I'm looking for where that... Okay, let's do it an easier way. We're looking for sounddriver.dat. Or drivers, plural, I don't know. And it's over here. Let's see, open file location. Included, okay. That makes sense, so it was in here. Oh, hey Shane, welcome back. Thanks for the sub. I don't think I have... I don't think I even have a copy of SBL outside of somewhere hidden in Joe Engine that I don't know about it. This driver is literally just a giant hex file. Holy crap. Why do we need... Why is it like this? What is this for? Yeah. Oh, is this like... Is this a translation in machine code, essentially? Is that what that's for, more or less? I wasn't planning on getting this deep into it. So these all translate into some sort of assembly input for the 68K Motorola sound chip. Oof. Oh boy. But apparently this file calls for that. I'd prefer to know zero commands. Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm not gonna touch that thing. So, the actual sound file that he's playing here. Sample 2. No, not that. Sample sound 2. SLDef. .h. Was that also in the include? So what is going on here? A lot of Japanese. Judgment. Huh. These names are incredibly unuseful, and I'm gonna have to translate this just to figure out what's going on. Oh my goodness. Why are we including these things? What good do they do us? This all looks very disgusting to me. I don't want to have to look at hex code. Or Japanese. I don't know what any of this says. Okay, let's just assume we're not going to have to touch that. So this is just SGL. I assume this will be built in through Joe Engine, and this... Actually, let's take a look to see if this actually... Nope. I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait, no, he has it. It's in here. I don't even have to touch this. It's already there. So these includes are implicit with Joe Engine, so I don't have to think about it too much. Okay, I feel better about that. So, initialize sound. Okay, so here's the thing. If I'm gonna go back and do into this guy. Sample sound 2. Which one of these things is actually the sound file that I need to play? It's going to be S8, right? So how are we actually playing that? This declaration doesn't make any sense to me. It's got no type. It's just a call to nothing. Shouldn't this be void or something, or is this... I didn't even know you could do this in C. I wouldn't think this would compile. I didn't know you were allowed to do that. That's weird to me. Cube, man. Don't know what that's for. Display cube? Okay, we could skip that. Initialize sound. Initialize event. Send event. Sound test. Display cube. ECM sound test. Okay. That's okay, and this is a lot of display stuff. While okay, no, this isn't fair. That doesn't make any sense either. Why? What does while -1 mean? I understand while 1. So why negative? Okay, yeah, but so does while 1. They both mean the same thing. Why do they choose to put the extra... They put a slightly more effort in there to make it more confusing. Oh my goodness. Sega of Japan, what's going on? Okay, so what do we need to actually get out from this? We need... Execute event, maybe. And set event sound test. So, sound test... is up yeah. We have a pointer. We have push data. Okay, this is the trigger. Push data is a trigger. What does the pointer do? SMPC peripheral. Why are we touching SMPC? That shouldn't have anything to do with anything. What's going on? Okay, so this is the sound effect data. Okay, this is... What is this? Okay, yeah, I get the checking the button press. So these 3 buttons, they do different things. So there's an X button, Y button, Z button. I'm okay with that. So that, I guess that's what the SMPC peripheral is for. It's just to make sure the buttons are doing button things. There's the size. So here's the thing. This I could have gotten just out of stealing Johannes's code over... No, this is my code. Where are you? There. This. All this stuff, Johannes's stuff, it's literally what they're doing here. It's the same stuff. So just Johannes has some extra stuff going on. I don't know how. That just kind of stops me. Yeah. So, yeah, I was better off just stealing from Johannes to begin with because the Japanese code is just needlessly confusing. Let's just close out of that and pretend we never looked at it. Okay. So, first thing I want to do is address a channel. Let's just straight up jack this crap. Let's jack it. Okay. The problem with the documentation in the manual is that it says stuff like PCM data void, which I don't know. freaking pointer, voided pointer, and then a size. I'm fine with a size. Size makes sense to me. I don't know what the voided pointer is for. I guess that's just sound itself, but I thought the P data was that. So I don't know why we have two sets of data, but I know where to go to steal the information. So first off, the channel. Joe internal PCM is from over... where are you? One of yous guys. Joe Sound Max channel. Huh. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Now, I may be an uneducated country bumpkin. However, I get the feeling that these are different sound channels. So we got sound channels 0 through, I'm guessing, 11, and he's assuming stereo. However, if we really want to get creative here, what we can do is jack this whole thing. Now, quick question. Is this a function? No, this is a... What is it? It's a PCM. PCM is a data type, apparently. Okay, but... can I do this but mono? Am I allowed to make this mono? Where is this even declared? Like, this and this? I want to know where that's declared. Okay, yeah, fine. PCM struct. SL def. I just had that open too. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't think it's there because... Oh wait, it might be there. Okay, let's try it. PCM 16. Where are you at? Where are my bros at? Come on. Oh, there we go. So I can just replace this with PCM 8-bit. So let's start replacing things. Now my question is, why is static PCM declared in audio.c and not audio.h? Yeah, it's just straight up not here. So I'm gonna straight up just put it over nya. Stolen from Joe Engine implementation. Audio.c. Okay, so sound channel max. Now I already know that I'm gonna give myself what, 11 sound channels? That doesn't sound right though. Like I should have. Okay, let's switch this up a bit. First off, 8-bit. Second off, stereo. By that you mean mono. Oh wait, I shouldn't touch. I definitely should not be touching that. I should be touching this. That could have been ugly. Okay, so by my understanding, this first set of data is the channel that we're going to be on. And this 127 is the maximum volume. Don't they though? Like mono flag 0 and 16 flag 0. Is that not what that is? That looks like a 0 to me. Oh, the channels? But this guy, that 0 to me is a channel. Is it not? Okay, so how many channels do I have actually? Like maximum? Oh, crap. Yeah, okay. So then, no, that doesn't make any sense. No, it doesn't make any sense at all. No. Because 0, 2, and 4 are bitwise individual things, but 6 is a combination of 2 and 4. That's 110. So bitwise, it can't be that. I don't know what you're talking about. 6, 8, and 10 do not make sense if you're looking at this bitwise. It would be like 0, 2, 4... Okay, 8 makes sense. 0, 2, 4, 8, and then 16. That's what it would look like. It can't be bitwise. Because binary. Okay, just... It's channel bit shifted by 1? Okay, you're going to have to walk me through what you're talking about, because it doesn't make any sense. First, okay, let me just do this. Okay, and here's... I'm going to do what I think I should be doing right now, and then you're going to correct me and say, no, that's stupid and wrong, and you're an idiot for trying. There. That's what I want to do. So I'm splitting out 6 channels, but they're monophonic. But why am I shifting? I know what you mean by bit shifting. I don't know why you're bit shifting when Joe is not doing it. So Johannes over here is just setting it up like this. These are... Here, guys, don't worry. We got Wolfram. Everything's cool. We got Wolfram. Wolfram will tell us what we need to know. So... It's not avoiding 0-bit, though. That's what I'm saying. It starts at 0. It's right there. There's 0. That's the first thing Joe does, is start at 0 over here. 0 times... Okay, 0 times 2 is still 0. It's still starting at 0. Okay, so let's just run through the numbers real quick on what you're proposing. I don't know why you're telling me to bit shift this. So we got 0 goes to 0, 2 goes to 4, 4 goes to 8. No, it's not about the 0. The 0 is the first case. I'm talking about every case after that. Obviously, bit shifting 0 anywhere is not going to get you anything. 0 is 0 no matter what. But why is Joe going 0, 2, 4, 6, 8? He's going up in multiples of 2. I'm thinking he's addressing stereo audio channels. That's why I think they're just indexed exactly what they are. His starting at 0 means he's addressing 0 and 1 on the stereo. No, I think you're right somehow. I just don't understand how. I want you to explain to me how I'm wrong. Because I'm pretty sure you know what you're doing, but none of what you just said makes sense compared to what Joe is implementing. Anyway, so this Joe is implementing up to channel 10, which means I think he's going up to 11, so I'm going to try going up to channel 11. Actually, no, I don't need to. I'm just going to do 6, because I only have 6 buttons that I'm going to use to trigger stuff, so I'm just going to do 6. Let me just do define. No, wait, we don't want that there. They're all mono, so I can fit more sound effects in, and if I want to change it, I can change it. Right now, I'm just doing define max sound channel as 6. Okay, let's do that right now, because I don't want to waste my time doing something that's clearly not going to work if I can figure out why. So let's do SL sound request. Oh, several ones. Size of the data that follows in the form of character string data. That's disgusting. However, the initial data is recorded as a function code and is not included in the data string. I don't know what that means. So we have... I don't see how any of this is relevant. So let's... Okay, so this is starting to look familiar. Stereo at symbol PC 16-bit. Level 5 bit shifted by 5 times? What does that even mean? Why is he doing this? Stream buffer bit shifted to the other direction 4 times. Stream size, pitch, and then 0, 0. Further down. Okay. Wow, this is just super dense. I feel like this is way more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, let's try to figure out where these channels are then. There. What? Here. PCM start? Okay. Bit 7. Oh, so it's like super compressed. That's... I hate that. Why is it like this? I can't even read what's going on here. Three to 0 is the channel? Wait. What? Oh no, you're breaking my balls here. What are you talking about? Bit 3 to 0? Where does that even start? I have 7 channels. 8. I have 8 total channels. Okay, so, look, I'm not going to touch anything else because it apparently works in some fashion or another. But I have 8 channels of monophonic sound. Why don't I just use it? I'll go up to 8. And I'll just assume everything is monophonic. 6, 7. Okay, there we go. And everything else should be input essentially in the same order because this is all just going in as it should be. So mono PCM 8-bit should be entries 1 and 2. I believe. No, wait. Mono... Okay, so yeah. So these guys are the first entries here, and then stream playback member is our channel. And that's where we are here. And then the next thing should be, what, volume, right? Sound level. There we go. So then what comes after that? Okay, well, we looked at it. So this is probably more educational for people that know what they're doing than me. However, I feel like we've gained a little bit more confidence in what we're allowed to do. There we go. Okay, so as far as what the rest of this stuff does after the volume bit, well, not bit, multiple bits. So we got sound level, pan we set to 0, start address I guess we set to 0? I don't know how this works. Stream buffer size, pitch word. This can't all be 0. This is addressed somehow differently, but I don't know. Also, are these 16-bit or are they 8-bit? Because I thought we were doing 8-bit, but I'm loading them in a 16-bit. What was my command that I sent out? I sent out an 8-bit. So why am I loading it as a 16? It should be 8. Okay. So, I want this to reflect what I actually want to do. So, Joe, internal PCM, what are you doing? You are just... Okay, instead of doing that... So let me just call that PCM entries. So for some reason we want the pointer to that. I guess that makes sense in a way. And I don't know why we're casting the channel the way we are, but I feel like I can get away with this. So we're going to load SFX1 data. And then, oh, wait, no. SFX1 data, SFX1 data length. So we specifically stole this. And I'm going to call it, instead of a Joe sound, I'm going to call it a sound. Call this sound mode. I don't think I need to steal this because this is implicit with the loading function. I'm not going to change the loading function up too much. Or am I? Am I? I think I am. Yeah. Yeah, I have to change the load PCM function. So wait, let me undo that. I'm going to call these as mono and stereo 8-bit and 16-bit. And that means I also have to steal what? Load? Not play sound on channel. I'm going to steal audio, play sound, usage, stop sound. Where do I read in the file? Crap. Audio, okay, Joe audio load. So let's find out where that is. It's not play CD track. It's not set volume. It's not stop. Not initialize. It's not play sound. It's not this. Audio load PC. Okay, this is it. Now, I'm not going to do a bool because I feel like that's superfluous here. I'm just going to assume that it's working. Okay, so we're going to steal Joe's code and call this, this could be taken from Joe engine. Okay, so first off, I'm not going to do any debug things over here. This is going to be a void. I'm going to do some actual spacing here that makes some sense to me. File name, that's going to stay the same. So, okay, so it's going to be sound mode as opposed to a Joe sound mode. It's going to be sound as opposed to a Joe sound. I don't need a return state. I do want this return state here just in case this thing breaks down, in which case I can just have a failure return null or something like that. I mean, yeah, this is how Saturn programming works. It's if you guys have ever seen that Malcolm in the Middle episode where Hal tries to change a light bulb, it's exactly that. It's you know, you need to change a light bulb. Or wait, was it changing a light bulb or was it something else? It was something simple like that. He was changing a light bulb. For some reason, while on the way to get the light bulbs, the door to the cabinet was not working properly. So he goes to fix the door of the cabinet. He needs to go find a screwdriver. For some reason, something else broke on the way to find the screwdriver, so he has to go drive somewhere to pick up the parts to fix the thing that he found was broken on the way to finding the screwdriver, along with, you know, changing the light bulb. And at the end of it, he finds out his car is not working. He's got to fix his car. There's a very poor summary of what it is, but if you just go look up HAL changing a light bulb on YouTube, it's exactly what this most programming is like, but especially on the Saturn. Okay. So we can read file. This I'm not going to change. Why is Joe null? It's its own thing. That's superfluous. But fine, whatever. Okay, we're going to read in the sound. Mode, data length is length. Okay, where's length? Okay, we write the length from the data length of the file. And PCM we write in from... Huh. This is not the way I would write it for maximum readability. What I would do is I would take this, put it over here. Because this, you're doing this ahead of time. I don't see why you feel the need to compress your code that much, but I guess maybe it's better for the Saturn, but it's not as good for readability. First off, we're going to read in this file. It's going to write stuff to length to tell you the file length, and PCM is going to be the actual data. PCM comes up null, then we just kind of return and give up. Otherwise, we can write in the length, we can write in the mode that is an input, and we can write in the data as the data. What's the sound doing? Is this doing anything? Oh, yeah, we're writing the sound in. That too. Why wouldn't it let you do that, though? That's weird. I don't get it. We'll find out if this doesn't work for me. So I'm going to call this load PCM. And I'm going to insert this into my header as a... My goodness, that is long. How did that copy the way it did? Wait. What is going on here? Did I copy something wrong? Yeah, I totally copied something wrong. There's no way that's supposed to be there. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Except it's not bool anymore. Why would you do that to me? Void. Load PCM. File name stays sound mode. As opposed to Joe sound mode, and then sound as opposed to Joe sound. I'm going to change this SND just to remove any sort of confusion as to what could be going on here. Alright. And then this whole line. There we go. So we're going to load the PCM using load PCM. That's the first thing that's going on here. Okay, so SFX init, we're going to load PCM. And we've already changed the enumeration from Joe sound mono 8-bit to just mono 8-bit. As defined, where did we find it? In the header file? Yes, mono 8-bit. There we go. That's just a sound mode. And SFX1, SFX2, those are no longer Joe sounds. Those are just sounds. There we go. Okay, so we have 8 individual monophonic 8-bit channels. We have... Wait, are we loading them in properly? Let me see. Mono 8-bit, sound effect 1, sound effect 2, okay. PCM entries, FX data length. I like this. What's the repeat time that I set? 25, okay, quarter of a second. So now... Let's try it this way. My version of this data type no longer restricts it to a single channel at a time. So presumably, pressing multiple buttons. Also, everything is individually channeled now. So I can play channel or sounds on whatever channel I want. So presumably, I should be able to play all 6 at once. I don't know if the Saturn can handle playing 6 sounds at once. But it has the channels for it, so I assume it should be okay. Could be wrong. But they're all coming from the same place in memory, so should be fine. Okay, so I feel like I'm not going to break anything doing this. Let's give it a shot. Don't be that guy. Oh my goodness, I'm giving myself an aneurysm. What is going on here? Audio.c online. Okay, let's switch over into this view. Line 29. What is your major malfunction? My max sound channel, as defined in the header, is 8. I have 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why are you complaining? Okay. Conflicting types for audio time. Fixed. It's just a fixed, right? Oh, whoops. Haha. My bad. That was my first boo-boo. Okay, moving on. Audio time was here. 36. Okay, that was just them disagreeing. And now lines 69 through 94. Nice. Why is that all of a sudden not cool? That should work just the same as it did before. I literally stole his data type and just removed some stuff. Let's see if this will compile better now. No, it's still complaining. Don't make no sense. Is it because this needs to be a pointer? Should I address it like so? Let's see if it still complains on line 69. Invalid argument type of... Come on. SFX is an object, but when it's addressed inside of Joe... What was it? Play sound? I should do play sound on channel. Sound, but it is input apparently as a pointer. So what do I do? Just a dot? Okay, that's what I got for blatantly stealing code. Okay, that was the fix. So because I'm not inputting it as a pointer, I can't use it like a pointer. So I always get screwed up on these arrows. Okay, is this gonna compile? Looks like it will. Okay, it's time to pause the music and see what's going on here. Yeah, I forgot I was dealing with the actual struct and not the pointer itself. So, bruh. There we go. Okay, so all the buttons work individually. Let's try all the buttons at once. Oh, wow. I feel satisfied with how this is working. It's not 100% though. Like, I'm trying to press multiple buttons at once and it's not quite doing what I want. But I think that might have more to do with the fact of that my controller is some sort of USB input that might be simplifying things. I think if I did this on a real Saturn, it would work perfectly. I am definitely not keeping those sounds in the final game. Oh, come on. So, here's the thing. My controller is from Retro Link, and I don't think this is the nice controller that can do multiple inputs at once. I'd have to test it out. Actually, we can do that. We can see if the problem is what I think it is. I think everything is solved in terms of sound effects. If it's not, then at least it's better than it was before. And I feel like this is usable enough as long as you don't have, you know, all the sound effects coming from the player's input controller, whatever. It'd be fine. Let's try Windows gamepad check. Yeah, I know, that's what I was about to look for. Set up game controller. Are you lagging on me, Windows? Seriously? Holy crap. Windows just lagged up on me. What's going on here? Okay, so I'm sure if I search somewhere into set up USB game controllers. So, properties. There we go. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can see that. Okay. So A, B, C. Wow, what kind of order is that? A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Okay. A, B, C at once. X, Y, Z at once. Oh, okay. They're all triggering. So if I push down these guys and then push down these guys and then no, it's all individually handled. Okay, it wasn't what I thought. Okay, disregard my previous statement. This thing is no longer good enough. Let's try again, except this time. Well, no, Meddefend is more accurate for sound emulation. So let's try it again in Medefend. A, B, C. I need to choke up on that timer a bit. I think quarter of a second's a little too fast. X, Y, Z. Okay, they work individually. A and X. It stopped triggering. I was holding both of them down the entire time. So if I do this, it stops itself. While I'm holding it down, both sound effects stop for some reason. And then the sound effect triggered on A starts up before X. So when I let go of A, then the sound effect triggered on X keeps going, but it doesn't make sense. Why would they trigger twice and then decide to keep going? Is it because I'm not interrupting it correctly? Is that what's going on here? Maybe I'm stepping on the feet of the previous sound effect and it's causing some weird lockup issue. Let's try increasing the timer to 1 full second, which I think is long enough to encompass both sound effects. Oh. Wait, are you saying my computer doesn't have the sound driver to play that many sounds at once? Because that makes even less sense. I'm not getting the same problem when I have that interrupt there. 68K. Okay. I think it's the fact that I'm running over my own feet in terms of I'm not checking if the sound has stopped on the same channel before I start it up again. So when I do my play sound, I need to make my own play sound function. And when I send something to play sound, I need to immediately stop sound on that channel using SL stop sound or something like that, and then restart it. I think that's what needs to happen. Because when I'm going to press all the buttons down at once. It's going to be horrendous, but it's going to be consistent. I don't know why one was slower than the other, but nothing led up there. Okay, two at a time. Okay, maybe the 68K just can't keep up with all those inputs at once. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that's the case, but maybe I'm not timing it right. How much longer is it, though? That's the thing. Because I put the wait time as a second. At least I think I did. I put it up to like a second and a half. Is that going to be enough to keep everything consistent? Okay. First off, 2 at a time, second and a half delay.
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
Okay. And now, everything at the same time.
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
Yeah, okay. So, I think the problem is we're running over our own feet. We can't just keep sending stuff to the same channel over and over again and expect it to behave, because then it's going to lock itself up or something. You have to stop the channel first. So, there should be like an SL sound all... Okay, there. Something like that, except individual. Sequence number, PCM number, mix... Oh, there's a lot of this crap, isn't there? Sound effect, sequence, 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 sequence. Sound sequence, sound volume, sound all off, sound request. I'm not reading all that. Sound wait sound, check on screen. DMA wait. Sync, sync. What am I using? SL sound on? Send me what? What are you sending me? Okay, let me get the music back on while we're reading stuff again. So what am I using to actually play this sound? I think I'm done with Joe Engine for now. I can close out of that. Oh, whoops. Let's my bad. Usually better about that. SL PCM on. There we go. So we want a PCM off before we there, that's what we're looking for. We need to trigger this before we trigger the next thing on the same channel. That is the issue. On the specified channel. What do you mean the specified channel? Oh! What you sending me, Bronut? SL sound request. Yeah. So here's the thing. You're sending me SL sound request. So here's our two options that I'm gonna put over here. We're gonna have here's what Ponut's saying we're supposed to do. So, and here's what I'm reading we need to do. Oh, no, that's not what I said at all. Okay, I just got to type it out. SL PCM off PDAT. SL PCM off PDAT. Yeah, so the PCM structure, I assume, is not that, but one of these guys. Yeah, so this PCM structure, I'm going to send it. Let's see if that actually fixes it. And then I can completely destroy the timer back down to what it was, like a quarter second. So all I have to do is send it this thing. Is this a pointer or is this a full thing? I feel like this, either way, it's probably going to be sent in the same way, the pointer way. Yeah, okay, send it the same way. Yeah, I think right now I'm just using the basic Adobe free whatever you get for just downloading crap version of it. So let's just do the PCM data here. Except do it here as 1. I really should be branching this off into its own function, so I'll do that off screen, but you guys kind of can figure out what's going on here. I'm not going to release the code with updates frequently because this is a side project. When the contest is over, I'll release the code and you guys can steal it. Unless you guys specifically ask for it, then I'll just send it to you because I'm that kind of guy. Let's see if this works. Man, I like this song too. Was it Bullet Station? I'm gonna put a little star on there. Keep it on my playlist. All right, let's compile and run. Okay. We've decimated the playtime. However, we've also told the PCM player or whatever to just stop in its tracks before we play anything. So that's what that's me holding down the A button, and it's playing the sound effect, and it's stopping itself and starting again. So now, let's try everything at once. Beautiful. That's what I wanted. So yeah, if you want to press, like, you want to map this to a trigger button, and then shoot your bullet, and then this sounds. And then if you hold down and you got auto fire on, you got. It's there you go. Okay, I'm gonna try and avoid Moonbase Alpha, but Wow, that's gonna be super pleasant to hear on playback on YouTube. Guys, I think we did it. I think this is it. This is the sound implementation you want to do, as simple as is possible. It's basically just stealing some stuff from Joe Engine, putting 2 lines down from SGL, and everything just works. So just real quick, let's just go over the code that we wrote down before I close up shop for the night, because it's already 9 o'clock. I got a real job in the morning, and I feel like I've accomplished a fair bit tonight with a little help from our friends over on the Sega Extreme Discord. Thank you, NDiddy and Millennium Shane and Ponut, and who else showed up tonight that I didn't see? Bobby, I didn't catch you. I don't recognize your name. Welcome to the stream if you're still on. Who else was on? Oh, Cobra Dial, are you still on? Cobra Dial's probably asleep. But Cobra Dial, if you see this in the previews, we fixed the audio issue. It should work perfectly. I'm working inside of Joe Engine. Just steal this code. So let's see what I did. The audio header file. I'm taking in some stuff from Joe Engine. I remade his sound mode. I remade his Joe sound struct. I just gave myself a little bit of a repeat timer just to kind of control the inputs and outputs. And I'm just loading in the sounds via sound effects. I'm doing 2 sound effects at once. I didn't do music tonight. I'll probably do it eventually, or I'll do it on my own. I'll show you how it works later. But it shouldn't be that much different from what Joe Engine's doing anyway. So if we can figure this out, we can figure out music. It should be easier. I hope. I stole Joe Engine's load PCM and changed it a little bit. So what did I change it to? Let's see. This is the same. I took away some checks because I'm dangerous like that. Load in the PCM. If it comes out null, return. Otherwise, write in the mode, the length, and the PCM. The difference is the sound data no longer has a channel, so we're not locked down. We can play it wherever we want. Initialization. This is just straightforward. And then play audio. Turn off the channel first. Play the audio you want to play on it. That way it doesn't get locked up. Simple. Works. Cobra Doll, welcome back if you never left. Okay, well, welcome on again still. We solved it. We fixed it. If you want this audio file, I'll give it to you over Discord. If you guys want to join the Sega Extreme Discord, if it's not down on the Twitch thing. Let me see. Is it on the Twitch thing? I don't think it's on the Twitch thing. It's definitely on the YouTube. If you go over to my YouTube channel, you check my description. It has a lot more links. Discord invite link is probably somewhere in there. If not, you can just send me a message on literally anything, and I'll just invite you myself. Ponut, yes, you indeed helped. Ponut helped. Everyone helped. Cobdal helped. NDiddy helped. You're all... Shane acted as moral support. And also, Shane, this is how you control audio. So, actually, Shane, if you're interested in controlling audio individually on each channel, I believe... Where's that struct? This 127 is that the maximum volume, and then minimum should probably be like 0, so you can just... yeah. So if you can control each channel individually from 0 to 127, and I assume when we go and figure out how the background music works, we can control that individually too. So if you want a master volume control for sound effects, you have individual volume control for the sound effects by editing this PCM entry before you send it in. So you can do like master volume is somewhere between 0 and 127, and take that 127 and multiply it by whatever it is over here, usually 127, and then probably less for especially loud sound files. For the music, you can change it individually with 0 to 127 with an extra entry on here. Should work perfect. If I don't remember how you helped, besides inspiring me to actually do this problem tonight, but at the very minimum, you were moral support, and yes, you told me to go look at stuff. Which gave me the courage to say, I'm not going to look at the Japanese, they can't do what they tell me, or whatever. Or I'm not going to do what they tell me. I'm just going to steal from the French guy. Anyway, I think that's it for the night. So let me get some going away music. What's some good going away music? No. It's all too... There we go. Okay, yeah. Nighty night, everyone. You all saw what we did. I just went over everything we did. Rewind the YouTube video if you lost anything. This will be up on YouTube probably in a couple days or so. Hopefully, some of this... Well, actually, this is audio. I think audio is not very optional in a game, so this is going to make it into my contest entry. I will see you guys on November 15th for the actual contest. By then, I'll have a nice stream set up on real hardware, and I should be playing stuff on real hardware. We'll see how that goes. I'll have to talk to Professor Abrasive about that. And I'll be doing sporadic streams between now and November 15th as my panic levels for this contest increase. So if you see some surprise Twitter notifications, it's because I'm saying I got to do this tonight. All right, good night, everyone.